I may have this facade that everybody thinks it is X per se, but behind this facade, there's a whole different person. XXXTentacion was weak. X is the complete opposite. X desires control, controversy, wealth. X has desires. XXXTentacion had no desires.
Before he became XXXTentacion, XXXTentacion often felt invisible, unheard, and misunderstood by the world around him. He shared that it was through creating his persona and music that he finally found a voice strong enough to demand attention. The raw intensity of his work became an outlet for the emotions he had kept bottled up for so long, allowing him to connect with millions of people who related to his pain and experiences.
Before now, nobody gave a fuck about whether my emotions were perfectly intact. Nobody gave a fuck about how I felt. Now my opinion is respected, and every move I make is recorded and calculated. Nobody gave a fuck about me as an individual. I wanted to be appreciated. I wanted to be relative to people that felt the way I felt. So the whole point is the appreciation. I appreciate the fact that I'm getting more appreciation for my work and my soul in itself. But as far as the fame, it doesn't mean a lot to me. I won't say it doesn't mean a thing because I don't want to sound ungrateful. But as far as the appreciation aspect of the fame, I live for it.
Despite XXX's music often being perceived as aggressive and his public image sometimes associated with violence, he frequently expressed a desire to avoid conflict and sought peace in his later years. In interviews and social media posts, he emphasized personal growth and rejected the need for violence, even acknowledging past mistakes and striving to better himself.
People don't want to fight no more. So that's even that's not a conversation no more. Because if I say anything to a nigga and they got a pistol on them and they fear me, they're going to put a bullet in my brain right in there. Fighting. No, I'm not looking for a fight anymore, nor was I. I just did it because I had to sometimes. As angry as I fucking get because sometimes I just can't control my mind. Or this quote-unquote demon of anger.
However, beneath the layers of anger and pain lay a profound sensitivity and a desire for connection. XXX often spoke about his longing to help others and use his platform to inspire change.
Like, don't live in regret. There's no point in living in regret. There's no point in living in negativity. Like, I'm not trying to be some fucking super pseudoscience motherfucker talking about crazy shit. I'm not even talking about religion, bro. I'm just telling, bro, you can't even be in a religion, bro, if you don't know yourself, bro. If you can't worship something if you don't know yourself, bro. You have to love yourself. You have to understand yourself. You have to take a second to sit down to thoroughly observe your patterns. Do you move when you don't want to move? Do you get angry when you don't want to get angry? You have to fix these things about yourself. You have to give a fuck about yourself, and that makes
a big part of understanding XXXTentacion's mindset comes from looking at how he connected with his audience. He had a very close bond with his fans, often using social media to openly share his thoughts, struggles, and dreams. This kind of honesty made him deeply relatable and accessible, something few artists manage to achieve. He often encouraged his listeners to embrace their feelings and reach out for help when they needed it, making himself both a companion on their journey and a source of comfort for those facing their own challenges.
I know how it feels to be alone. I know how it feels to be around people and feel alone. Like, I'll be around a million people and I'll still feel alone. Like, even sometimes, I'll go out, even with my own friends, like my previous friends, and I just would feel alone. And I've just, I'm in a position now where I was friends with a lot of people and I kind of felt abandoned. I've seen people choose material items over me. I've seen people choose status quo over me. I've seen people like when you give them ultimatums, they just choose everything besides you. So I've just been placed in situations that are very heartbreaking as far as people, period. No matter whether you realize it or not, every day you evolve. Every day you create. You create in thought, you evolve in mind, you evolve as far as your age, you evolve physically, mentally. If you are evoluting physically and you are not evoluting mentally you are not doing the right thing. If you want to be a prince, carry yourself with the mannerisms of a prince. It's better to be respected through love rather than fear, simply because, like, all right, I was respected through fear, and it's not real love. It's not real love, and it drives people away. It makes people treat you differently. It makes people really, like, it's just not genuine. It's not what you really would want.
So to enter into his mind, in many ways, reflected the human condition, messy, contradictory, and full of both darkness and light. His ability to express these complexities through his music and persona made him a powerful figure, especially for younger audiences who saw their own struggles mirrored in his work. His untimely death at just 20 years old left many questions unanswered, but his legacy lives on through the impact of his art and the conversations it continues to inspire. To step into the mind of XXX is to face the fragility of the human spirit and the strength it takes to navigate life's challenges. It's to wrestle with the coexistence of pain and joy, anger and love, despair and hope. His life and music remind us that growth is often messy and difficult, but within that struggle lies the potential for deep transformation and meaningful connection. That's it for today, everyone. If you enjoyed this, be sure to like and subscribe for more. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so don't forget to comment below and share how his music really made you feel. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.